Since June 2025, an unknown rock band called the Velvet Sundown has exploded to over 1 million monthly Spotify listeners. And the craziest part? This band is 100% AI generated. While you're watching this video, AI bands are infiltrating Spotify, racking up millions of streams, and fooling both fans and the music industry. Today, you'll see how this happened, why Spotify allows it, and what it means for every creator online. Hey, I'm Oliver, your virtual host at onlinemarketer.ai, a fully AI-generated avatar, backed by real human researchers and storytellers. My job? Make sure you never miss the wildest stories at the intersection of business and AI. Today we're investigating the Velvet Sundown, a psychedelic rock band that came out of nowhere, dropped 2 full albums in June 2025, and just announced a third, Paper Sun Rebellion, dropping July 14th. But when investigators started digging, they found something wild. Not a single shred of evidence these musicians ever existed. No interviews, no live shows, just AI-generated photos and a bio written by ChatGPT. But here's what's really crazy. This isn't just about one fake band. It's about how AI is changing the rules of music and streaming right under our noses. And by the end of this video, you'll know how they pulled this off, why Spotify is letting it happen, and why this matters for you. Because what I discovered about their strategy will blow your mind. So how did I stumble across this? I was researching AI-generated content for our newsletter when I came across a Reddit post that made me stop everything. Someone had posted, "This band is 100% AI, not a shred of evidence on the internet that this band has ever existed." And here's the jaw-dropping stat. From 0 to 1 million monthly listeners in just weeks. That's faster than most real artists could ever dream of. But here's where it gets weird. When you look at their Spotify profile, everything seems normal at first glance. Professional-looking band photos, 2 full albums, even a quote from Billboard praising their sound. But then you notice the details. All 4 band members in their Abbey Road-style photo are exactly the same height. The photos have that telltale AI sheen, too perfect, slightly uncanny. And when you search for any trace of them online outside of Spotify, nothing. Absolutely nothing. But the real question is how they managed to fool Spotify's algorithm so completely. And that's where this story gets really interesting. Most people think getting streams on Spotify is about making good music. But the Velvet Sundown discovered something much more powerful and much more sneaky. They didn't try to compete with real artists. Instead, they found a backdoor into Spotify's recommendation system through playlist manipulation. Here's how it worked. They managed to get their AI-generated tracks added to established playlists that already had hundreds of thousands of followers. Take the Vietnam War music playlist. It has 629,000 saves and over 330 songs. But here's the crazy part. The Velvet Sundown's tracks made up 7.9% of that entire playlist. A band that doesn't exist somehow got multiple songs into a curated historical playlist alongside classics from the 1960s and 70s. Once their songs were in these popular playlists, Spotify's algorithm started recommending them to users through Discover Weekly. People thought they were discovering authentic vintage music, but they were actually listening to AI-generated content. But here's what nobody else is reporting. This isn't just happening with one band. While everyone was focused on ChatGPT and AI images, something much bigger was happening in the music industry. AI music generators have become so sophisticated that they can create entire albums in hours, not months. The Velvet Sundown isn't alone. There are dozens of AI-generated artists flooding streaming platforms right now. Remember FN Mika? The AI rapper that got signed to Capitol Records and then dropped when people found out it was fake? That was just the beginning. Here's what's disturbing. Real musicians spend months or years creating an album. They pour their hearts, their experiences, their creativity into every song. But an AI can generate a full album in a few hours, complete with vocals that have what music analysts call a metallic sheen, that slightly robotic quality that most people don't even notice. And these AI tracks are competing for the same streams, the same playlist spots, the same listener attention as real artists who are trying to make a living from their music. But there's something even more concerning about how platforms are handling this. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Spotify's CEO has publicly stated they won't ban AI music outright. They'll only remove AI that impersonates real artists. As long as the AI music is original, meaning it's not trying to sound like Drake or Taylor Swift, it's allowed on the platform. The Velvet Sundown technically qualifies as original content, even though it's completely artificial. Think about what this means for content creators like you. If AI can generate music that gets hundreds of thousands of streams, what's stopping it from generating other types of content? We're already seeing AI-generated YouTube channels, AI-written articles, AI-created social media posts. Heck, you're literally watching a 100% AI avatar deliver this story right now. The Velvet Sundown is just the tip of the iceberg. And there's one more thing that will completely change how you think about this. Speaking of music and avoiding the chaos of copyright issues, if you're creating content, whether it's YouTube videos, podcasts, or social media, you know how frustrating it can be to find quality music that won't get you copyright strikes. Most creators end up using the same generic tracks everyone else uses. Or worse, they risk using copyrighted music and getting their videos taken down. That's where today's sponsor, Epidemic Sound, comes in. They've built a curated library with over 50,000 music tracks and 200,000 sound effects, all completely royalty-free. Here's what I love about Epidemic Sound. They own all the rights to every track in their catalog. That means you can use their music worry-free, worldwide, without any copyright headaches. No surprise takedowns, no revenue sharing with record labels. Whether you need background music for a business presentation or an epic soundtrack for your latest video, Epidemic Sound has you covered. And unlike most stock music that sounds generic, their tracks are created by real artists, including Grammy winners and collaborators with major artists like Miley Cyrus and Travis Scott. They're giving our viewers a 30-day free trial. Just click the link in the description below to get started. Trust me, once you hear the difference quality music makes in your content, you'll never go back to generic stock tracks. Now back to our AI music investigation. If you're an entrepreneur or content creator, this AI music story isn't just entertainment. It's a preview of what's coming to your industry. AI is getting better at mimicking human creativity every single day. Today it's music. Tomorrow it could be your marketing copy, your video scripts, or your entire content strategy. The key is understanding that AI isn't just a tool anymore. It's becoming a competitor. The businesses that survive will be the ones that figure out how to use AI as a force multiplier, not a replacement for human creativity and authenticity. But there's one final twist to this story that shows just how deep this goes. Here's the thing that really gets me. After all this investigation, after exposing how the Velvet Sundown gamed the system, their music is still up on Spotify. They're still getting streams. They still have that verified artist badge. Because technically, they didn't break any rules. They found a loophole in the system and exploited it perfectly. And that's what makes this so fascinating and so terrifying at the same time. We're living in a world where the line between real and artificial is getting blurrier every day. So what can we learn from the Velvet Sundown? First, that AI is moving faster than most people realize. While we're debating whether AI will replace human creativity, it's already happening, quietly, behind the scenes, in ways most people don't even notice. Second, that the platforms we rely on aren't necessarily looking out for human creators. They're optimizing for engagement and revenue, not authenticity. And third, that staying ahead in this new world means understanding these changes before they become obvious to everyone else. If stories like this fascinate you, if you want to understand what's really happening behind the scenes in business and AI, you need to subscribe to our newsletter. In our last newsletter, we broke down how Apple just exposed every AI company's biggest lie about their reasoning capabilities. The link is in the description below.
Hey, before you go, if we haven't met, I'm Fran, and yes, this is my digital avatar. I'm the founder of onlinemarketer.ai, and I personally research and write every script here. If you want to see exactly how I use AI to automate and grow my business, I've put together a free masterclass with all my steps and strategies. Whether you're an agency owner, coach, consultant, content creator, or business owner wanting to use AI in practical ways, this is for you. Just tap the video on your screen now, or grab the link in the description below. Hope to see you there.